Now at 10, community cleanup after strong storms blow through southwest Missouri. Plus, kids get some career advice from the Carthage Technology Center. And the city of Joplin shines a spotlight on its downtown.
The four states' most watched news starts now.
Some four-staters are cleaning up damage left by overnight storms. This is KOIM News at 10. I'm Dow Quick. A line of storms that rolled through our area early this morning left some people without power. Tree limbs and debris scattered across residential streets. And the roof was stripped away from Wesco Home Furnishings in Neosho, Missouri. There have been no reports of injuries, but crews and residents have been working all day trying to get things back to normal. The Wesco store manager, Wayne Ray, says there are still many logistics the store needs to figure out, including what to do with staff.
Still kind of getting that all figured out. I mean, a couple may help out us, a couple other locations. We've got other stores around, so we may end up sending, like my delivery guys may go to another location to help out and also finish what we have here.
No word on when Wesco is going to be able to make repairs. The store manager advises customers to reach out to other Wesco stores in the area until operations resume as normal. People in Joplin dealing with a similar mess. Some business buildings are damaged on Main Street. One at 1042 South Main lost bricks. That caused authorities to block off the sidewalk. Crews are out throughout the city removing downed trees and branches, including some very large ones. Downed trees forced at least one street closure. One unlucky car owner, discovered their vehicle covered with fallen limbs and branches. Joplin's announced a limb drop-off service for residents cleaning up storm damage. The drop-off facility at 1702 North Schifferdecker is open daily from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. They'll provide drop-off service until this Saturday. Joplin residents can also bundle limbs and branches cut to 4-foot maximum length and place them curbside for pickup on their regularly scheduled trash service day. Now let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heavy.
Well, after the showers and thunderstorms that we had during the morning hours, not as hot for us today, but still pretty close to where we should be for this time of the year. 86 was our high, 88 is our average high. We started at 67, the record 100 set back in 1952, and we at least got some widespread rain. We've been needing this for quite some time, almost an inch in Joplin for the month, 1.5 inches for the year, about 19 inches, but we still have a deficit of almost 5 inches. So we need the rain when we can definitely get it. Those showers and thunderstorms kind of plowed on through during the morning hours. We had some strong to severe storms, of course, with them as they worked through during the morning hours. Main threat that we had with these was very gusty winds, and that's why we had some scattered damage across the region. Through the night, not bad. We dropped back to 67, back to 80 by 10 a.m. Still some rain chances in the forecast. Also, the heat returns. We're going to talk about that here in just a bit.
See you soon. Cherokee County, Kansas jury today found this Galena man guilty of murder. 50-year-old Billy Barker was accused of shooting and killing 27-year-old Levi Porter of Riverton in April of last year in Galena. The jury also found him guilty of being a felon in possession of a firearm and criminally carrying a weapon. Sentencing in this case is scheduled for September 5th. As the summer travel season heats up, so do travel scams. One scam the Regional Better Business Bureau wants to warn people about concerns a fake menu in a hotel. The scammer collects your credit card information when you pay for your meal and the food never arrives. The BBB says you can avoid this scam by asking the front desk if the restaurant is legitimate. Another seasonal scam concerns fake HVAC contractors on social media. These scammers prey on the fear of the extreme heat and no AC.
And people get desperate when it's really hot to find someone quickly. And so a scammer will try to take advantage of that fear. So even if it's an immediate need, you still want to pause and do your research.
BBB says you can verify the legitimacy of your contractor with a quick phone call to their company or ask friends for a referral. We have more scam prevention tips on our website. Of course, that's KOAMnewsnow.com. The Carthage Technology Center's Career Academies event started this week. Several informative stations were set up for career fields like healthcare, video production, culinary arts, yum yum. Students rotated through and begin to explore careers that might interest them.
I think just what career and technical education offers students, right? There's nothing wrong with the core and the things that we need to learn and that foundational knowledge, but this is where you really get a chance to pique your interest and dive into the things that kids are really interested in. And it offers that hands-on learning component, right? And that real-world learning that we can take beyond the four walls here at the school.
Students could also complete a personality-based career assessment intended to help them along the career path best suited to them. The Downtown Joplin Alliance this evening gave folks a chance to learn about new signage rules in the city. They hosted an event called Signs of a Great Downtown. It's part of a quarterly set of meetings to discuss what's happening in Joplin's downtown and what's to come. Tonight's meeting was focused on rules about neon signs and how businesses can brand themselves.
I think it'll be inspiring to get some of the businesses to, rethink their signage and think about how it relates to the public, how it relates to vehicles or people walking and that kind of thing.
Highway 66 connection, which is strong. We're just big believers. Signage can be tourism. People go places to take pictures of cool signs. Maybe hard to believe for some folks, but it is a big deal.
Meetings also provide a chance for local entrepreneurs to meet and connect. The Lowell Milken Center for Unsung Heroes in Fort Scott opens 2 new exhibits. That's coming up. But up first, a blind kayaker gets ready for the world's longest non-stop river race, and it's across Missouri. Paddlers are anxiously waiting for next month's Missouri American Water MR 340. It's billed as the world's longest non-stop river race and takes kayakers on a 340-mile trek that begins in Kansas City. But there's one competitor who says his abilities not only set him apart, but also ahead. Megan Abundis has that story.
Oh, it feels great. I feel like we're back on the river. My name is Isaac McBurney.
Isaac's in the front seat.
Communication is key.
Jake in the back.
Left, right, left. In a few weeks, going to be going on a really fun adventure, kayaking down the Missouri River.
A 340-mile kayak race. Isaac and Jake first attempted it last year until the storm forced a cancellation.
We're hopefully going to do a lot better this year than we did last year.
But for Isaac, it's truly about the journey, not the destination.
Being visually impaired makes me a better kayaker because I have no idea where we are. And so this might sound like a funny thing, but it is nice because Jake can lie to me and be like, we're almost there.
Isaac has found his place at Alpha Point in South KC. He runs the resource center.
We have a commonality of vision loss, but Alpha Point helps instill these ideas that vision loss is not the most important thing and that we can work through vision loss in helping build this community and helping people find resources that they need. A lot of people don't know that 90% of blind people have some form of usable vision. And so it's not the total dark black, it can be empowering to share that, yes, I am blind, but I still have some vision that is able to be used.
So kayaking a days-long race is the trust in his abilities and each other.
Going down the river like anyone else would, except for Jake's the eyes that I don't have. It's kind of just how I live my life. I don't let my vision loss be the main thing. Yes, it's a big part of my life and it will be into the future. It's really just getting out there, living life, and not letting my vision loss stop me.
Obstacles and limitations are not the same thing. The 19th annual Missouri American Water MR 340 race starts on July 23rd. 2 new exhibits are on display in the Lowell Milken Center for Unsung Heroes in Fort Scott. A group of students from Iowa made a video about Dr. Christine Grant's impact on Title IX in sports, and the center wanted to showcase it. Another student from Nebraska honored the first Native American doctor in the U.S. Relatives of the unsung heroes were also present.
Yes. She impacted millions, not just family, not just friends, millions, yeah.
The exhibits are funded by the 2024 Attraction Development Grant for Kansas Tourism. In recognition of National Reunification Month, TFI in Pittsburgh held a pinwheel planting ceremony today. The team shared reunification stories in addition to planting pinwheels to represent and recognize the nearly 300 Kansas families TFI has helped reunify this past year. The past year, TFI has served more than 6,000 children in prevention, foster care, adoption, and residential services. Being alone can be hazardous to your health, more specifically to your heart. According to a study published this week in the eClinical Medicine Journal, chronically lonely people are 56% more likely to fall victim to a stroke. More than 12,000 people over the age of 50 were surveyed at the start of the project. The roughly 9,000 who stayed in the study had their loneliness claims and cardiovascular health compared. Previous research has shown loneliness has been linked to other problems like insomnia and inflammation. Where a donor lung comes from makes a difference. That's according to a new study from the University of Pennsylvania. It found transplant recipients who receive a lung from hospital-based donor care units have nearly an 80% survival rate over a 5-year period, while patients who receive one from an independent run facility have a 70% survival rate. Doug's back with a look at your forecast in a moment, and a little later, doctors report an uptick in heat illness-related trips to the ER right here in the 4 states.
Well, of course, we have the showers, thunderstorms, severe weather during the morning hours, but the one thing that did do is cool our temperatures down just a little bit, and it kind of washed out the atmosphere, so allergy is not quite as bad for us today. Still, the main allergy out there are the grasses, but on a scale of 1 to 12, which allergies are measured in, a 4.7 for us today, 4.2 tomorrow, so kind of that low to moderate range as we go through the next couple days, and then those allergies will start to creep back up just a bit as we head toward the weekend. Look at our dew points, a little bit lower today, still into the upper 60s. So if we look at our scale, that puts us into that sticky to kind of muggy range, but the humidity is going to go up as we go through the next couple days, meaning it's going to feel a little bit more muggy across the region. Not much going on for us outside, pretty much clear as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Thunderstorms racing away from us, but we do have our next little wave. Watch this area of high pressure down across New Mexico. If you follow the upper level winds that curl around it, so we get these weak waves that rotate around, giving us at least slight chances for thunderstorms the next couple days, better chances as we head into the weekend. All right, let's look down the road. High pressure in charge. We have a system that drops in this weekend with a cold front, producing some showers and thunderstorms. So that high pressure breaks down a bit for a couple days, and then it becomes dominant once again as we go into early next week, meaning the heat, the humidity is going to be on top of us all the way through the 4th of July, and we are going to have some rain chances as we go into the 4th of July. All right, for us tonight, dip down upper 60s, partly sunny skies. Tomorrow, we're going to be watching some showers out to our west. As they drive in, they should die, but I'm going to put in a slight chance for a random shower tomorrow afternoon. High temps near 90. Tomorrow night, looks okay. Watching thunderstorms to our north again, so by Friday morning, slight chance for a shower, mainly in our northern counties. But look at the temps Friday afternoon, 96, 97, 98 degrees for a high. Now Friday night into Saturday morning, here come the better chances for thunderstorms. Some of these could be strong to severe, a break Saturday, and then we do it again as we get into Saturday night. 68 to start on your Thursday, 85 by noon, high temp of 91 degrees. And let's go into your weekend. So we have those morning storms on Saturday, thunderstorms again Saturday evening as a front drives through. So some of these storms could be strong, possibly severe. A few leftover storms on Sunday, and then a chance for a few showers on Monday morning. Well, let's go down the road. Here's Tuesday. Look at the heat kicking back in. Wednesday, heat kicking back in. And then Thursday, which is the 4th of July, we are going to have some scattered thunderstorms around. So we got to keep our eyes on that. The timing of the front is going to let us know what the temperatures are going to be like. If the front can move through a little bit earlier, we'll cool down into the 80s or 90s on Thursday, but right now I'm going to keep it up there. 91 tomorrow, 97 on Friday, 94 Saturday, down to 88 on Sunday, heating back up early next week.
Doug, thanks. As the mercury rises, health officials are seeing a sharp increase in patients with heat-related emergencies. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says hospitals in more than 24 states are seeing high numbers of patients suffering from heat-related illness. The states seeing the highest numbers of patients are in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, right here in the Midwest, and Mountain West. The CDC says some of those areas aren't designed to deal with the heat. For example, not every building might have air conditioning. Yeah, that can be a problem in this heat. Health officials say it's important to take the threat seriously. Still ahead, Frontenac High School hosts the Black Diamond Wrestling Camp. And a Pittsburgh High School graduate signs to play college basketball. John Dales has those stories and more coming up next.
Joey Chronister graduated from Pittsburgh High School last month. Today, the Dragon alum is back at PHS, signing to continue his basketball career. Surrounded by family and friends, Joey Chronister signs with Missouri Valley College, where he will continue his basketball career. The former Purple Dragon team captain says after all his hard work, getting to this moment is very gratifying, and Missouri Valley just seems like the perfect fit.
I had a really good visit. The coaching staff is really what stuck out to me. They were joking around, having some fun, but I could also tell that they would work. They wanted to work, and that's something I wanted. I wanted to be able to have a little fun, but also know that you can get down and work when you need to.
The Black Diamond Wrestling Camp takes place this week at Frontenac High School. Over 140 local kids get the chance to learn from some Oklahoma State Cowboys. Today's day 2 of the camp. It has a morning session for 7th through 12th graders. Then kindergarten through 6th grade goes in the early afternoon before a second session for the older group. The campers have the opportunity to learn not only from wrestlers that have made it to the collegiate level, but some of the best in the country.
I try to teach a lot of skills that I utilize, a lot of skills that there's emphasis on in Oklahoma State, and things that I see really help kids reach the next level, whether that's starting varsity, winning state, or going to compete in college and doing well in college. So I really only show things that I have confidence in.
Today we're learning basic takedown defense, also getting jammed in on some shots and scoring from some tough opportunities. Really like how the OSU is kind of putting our kids into different situational wrestling, and instead of just like typical moves, they're putting them in positions that they get into in matches and wrestling from those positions.
Over to collegiate summer baseball, the Joplin Outlaws dominating the Fort Smith Marshals on the road tonight. Ladies check of that score has them winning 20-9. These two play each other each of the next 4 days. All those games are in Joplin. Over to Major League Baseball, the Royals trying to win their series against the Marlins, but early they fall behind 1-0 in the second inning. That score holds all the way into the bottom of the 8th when Bobby Witt Jr. comes up to the plate and he laces this pitch all the way to the wall. He's going to leg out a 2-out triple as he slides into third. So that's the tying run over at third. One batter later, Vinny Pasquantino drives him in with an RBI single. That ties the game at 1 apiece. Next batter, Salvador Perez. He lines this into the corner in left field. That's going to rattle around, score another run. Kansas City now leads 2-1 and keeps the line moving. Nick Lofton then drives in Perez. It's now 3-1, Royals in front. Freddie Fermin really puts an exclamation point on this rally. He gets a 2 RBI single here to make it 5-1. The Royals score all 5 of their runs with 2 outs in the 8th. They win it 5-1. Meanwhile, at Busch Stadium, Cardinals split a doubleheader against the Braves today. They lose the front end 6-2. Kyle Gibson gets the loss after he allows 4 runs in the first 4 innings, but they bounce back to win the second 4-1 after Matthew Liberatore throws 6 shutout innings. First round of the NBA draft. Also tonight, Oklahoma City Thunder. They have the 12th overall pick. They pick Nikola Topic, 18-year-old who's played professionally in Serbia since he was 16.
Wow.
So it'll probably be a while before he makes his NBA debut.
I suppose so, but it's maybe a name that we'll be hearing a lot in the future. We'll be right back.
All right, it's going to be a calm night for us tonight. Heating up a bit tomorrow, 91 degrees, slight chance for a random shower in the afternoon. Again, a slight chance for a shower Friday morning. Hotter, high temp of 97. 94 Saturday, morning thunderstorms, and then again late afternoon and overnight storms. So hopefully we can get a little bit more widespread rain as we head into the weekend.
Doug, thanks. Hey, to be the first to see breaking news, weather, and sports, all you have to do is download the KOAM News app. It's available free of charge. You'll find it in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Just search for the KOAM News app. The Southwest Center for Educational Excellence celebrated the 2023 Missouri Regional Teacher of the Year today in Webb City. The center hosted an awards luncheon for 11 District Teacher of the Year nominees. A committee composed of area educators and community members selected 2 winners. Those 2 winners, Craig Fox from Carl Junction and Allison Coral from Neosho, will represent the Southwest Missouri region in the statewide competition for Missouri Teacher of the Year.
I throw my heart into education every single day. I love my kids. I love teaching. I teach junior high kids, and I teach math, which isn't always everybody's favorite, but some kids, I turn them around. By the end of the school year, they love math, at least some of them.
That's quite an accomplishment. Congratulations. The event also served to announce the elementary and secondary awardees of the Southwest Missouri Regional Teacher. Congratulations to all. Final sports note.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the Joplin Outlaws winning big tonight. They're back at home tomorrow through the end of the weekend, and they have the best home record in the league right now.
Good for them. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget the morning show starts at 5 a.m. and let's make it a great tomorrow.